of the day is, I am worthy of love, growth, and new beginnings. Every challenge I face is shaping me into the best version of myself. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And I know it's been a minute, it's been a while. It's been a long time since I connected with you guys. I want to take this time to talk about something really close to my heart, about motherhood, about relationships, and really finding me again in this journey of life. This is going to be an honest and real talk, so if you ever feel lost, overwhelmed, trying to figure out life, then I hope that you guys can connect with my story and feel seen. So let's talk about motherhood, because I feel like that has been the most biggest epic change in my whole entire life. Being a mom to Epic has been the most beautiful journey and also the most challenging journey of my whole life. And I'm so appreciative for my son because I'm learning so many layers of myself through just being a mother to him. I could reflect on last year, jumping from a baby. I had when you have a newborn and you have a toddler, there's two different when you have a newborn, you see slow changes with your baby, but it's really just basic taking care of them, feed them, change them, entertain them, but they don't do nothing, so boom boom. But when you have a toddler, that's when they start getting their personality. That's when they start talking back, and you really get to connect with your child more. And I feel like as they're growing, you are also growing. So I feel like newborn stage is super easy. That's why I was able to post more. But now that I'm kind of getting my footing with having a toddler, having an actual kid, really wrapping my head around this. And also, you guys know, I started a business with my family, Belline Biking. So a lot of transitioning things were happening in my life. And it was hard to really come to YouTube and post all those things because it was happening in real time. There's days that I feel like a super mom, and then there's also days where I'm crying all the time, and I'm just trying to figure out who I am because I feel so lost in just being a mom and being the best mom. But it's I'm also more than just a mom. I'm more than just mom. I'm Asha Kosh, or I used to be Asha Kosh. Excuse me. But I used to be Asha Kosh, and now I'm Asha Imani because that's who I am. That's where I want to go by, you guys. That's why I changed my Instagram and my TikTok to Asha Imani. I want to change my YouTube, but I don't. I need to figure that out. But yeah, it's I have transformed to a whole nother person, and how do I bring this new person to YouTube? That's where I'm trying to figure out my footing with all this change, and I'm coming back to you guys as real as I possibly can, But throughout this beautiful journey of motherhood, I have really found peace with knowing that just showing up is enough. Being a mom here, cooking, cleaning, taking care of him, being a good partner to my man is that's all I can do, So everything else is a plus. So I just have to keep on giving myself grace through this whole journey. I feel with my body, having those insecurities I never had before about my body, now having these stretch marks and being more heavy set, well not heavy set, but gaining weight and not feeling comfortable in my skin. Now I have to relearn loving myself again. It's a whole another layer. That's why I said by being a mom, I've learned different layers of myself. Another layer that I found out with being a mother and this new phase of life is relationships. Relationships don't look the same like they used to when I was before I'm like before epic, you know? Cause like my relationship romantically and with other friends, like I've learned that, you know, everybody isn't in my life forever and people are seasonal, and learning the ones to, you know, cut off, which ones are really, you know, in my ear, like not for me, and people that are just trying to listen for me and listen to what I gotta say and really, like, you know, pray for my downfall. I'm not saying that there was a lot of people in my life doing that, but I had to have discernment, and I really had to look into myself and be like, are these people in my life, are they adding value to me, or are they draining? Because at this point I have a lot to focus on when it comes to my family and my child. Do I really need these relationships? I learned by trying to be everything to everyone, I had to start giving myself boundaries, because I was losing myself by giving everybody a piece of me. And you can't do anything when you lose yourself. And I had to really look in the mirror and tell myself I have to be a mother to myself. I have to prioritize myself, because if I'm like over here sad all the time, crying all the time, I'm not happy. So therefore I need to get the supplements, I need to get the help that I need, and I can't keep on going through this cycle, because I'm not progressing. I'm literally stuck, literally sitting in the stuckness and not trying to grow. And then the financial part of everything. I feel like finances, a lot of people don't talk about struggling financially, and you know, the things that we all face in life, because we're all living in this life, and we all have only lived this life once. And as much as you can give advice to somebody, like we all have to experience things to learn things. And I feel like 2024 was definitely a finance like reboot, you know, because I stopped posting on YouTube. That kind of income, like, of course, wasn't there. So I had to find other ways to find income, because, you know, I had to look at myself and think, you know, do I want to be a YouTuber anymore? Because those were kind of the thoughts I was having to myself, trying to figure out who I am, because I was so lost. And, you know, and every time I think about who when I always look at my vision boards and always who I wanted to be, it always was YouTube. It always was posting. So it's like weird for that love of not posting not to be there. So I had to find other financially things, and that definitely put me in a different, you know, bag. I started to figure out other ways to make an income, whether it be, you know, how honest do I want to be right now? Like subbing, teaching, because I used to be a softball coach, you know, at a high school. So it's like those finding different passions, and, you know, also building my business with Beltline Biking with my family, you know, learning how to build an e-bike, learning how to, you know, handle customers, learning the business of renting, and then we're doing the sustainable other side of it. Like, I don't talk to you guys about it, and then running that social media and doing those events that I go to do with Beltline Biking, and just trying to, it really growing a brick and mortar business from the ground up, and then with my family. So it's like I used to do business, like you've seen Asha Kosh, that was all by myself. This is a business that I have, like, you know, people I can rely on. So it's a whole different dynamic, and I can't wait to show you guys that portion of my life on YouTube. If you guys want to, let me know if that's something you guys want to see from me. But through this all, I have been reconnecting with my passions, trying new things, and really, you know, figuring out what I want to do, and learning myself and giving myself grace, because, you know, self-love is a process, and you have to embrace every step of it. And I think that's what I'm doing. Instead of, like, that's how I'm changing from like 2024 to 2025. I have a whole new mindset. And with that being said, I definitely can say that motherhood, relationships, and life in general can be so freaking messy. Like, life in general is so freaking messy. It gives so many curveballs, so many, like, you think you're going on this lane, but then God gives you another plan. And you think your plan is this way, and then God tells you to do this. And it's just like being obedient to his plan and his message, and just remembering that Jeremiah 29:11, like, God doesn't give you anything you cannot handle, and it's always good. Like, he's only doing the best for us. So it's just like a constant reminder of, like, you know, getting back in my word, remembering who I am. I just want you guys to leave off with this video. If you feel like you're in a season of starting over or feeling lost, that it's okay, and just to keep moving forward, just keep swimming. Like, at the end of the day, like, just not giving up and just knowing to push forward, because you know that if you want to get to those goals, that those dreams that you have that breathing is literally supporting you. Your breath supports you. So just take a deep breath and just realize that you have all the tools that you need right within you. And you just have to keep moving forward to get to that next level. But I would love to hear your stories, you guys, of, like, if you ever had a point in your life where you had to start over, and what kept you encouraged through those moments. Because, like, with how I feel like what kept me motivated through these moments was just, you know, God, of course, number one, my family, my friends, and just, of course, my man Ty. Like, if we didn't have each other, literally, I don't know what. I mean, of course, I have my parents, but, you know, like, I really don't know where I would be. But I'm super blessed, and I feel like we always have to stay very, very, very grateful, because you never know what today brings and tomorrow brings, and just be humble and be present in the moment. Because, you know, I always look at my son and just tell myself that, you know, these days I'm gonna miss times like this, and I want to see these videos and have these videos and seeing him young and, like, me progress in life. I love looking back and seeing, like, where I was back then. And if I don't record, I won't have it, and I won't have you guys to share it with. So yeah, I just gotta keep pushing, and this is just one thing that I have to keep pushing with. And I thank you guys for joining me on this journey. I love you guys so dearly. I promise you, it wasn't you, it was definitely me. And I'm getting my shit together, and then I'm gonna be posting more business content about my business, about my biking, and yeah, just more mommy stuff too, and relationship stuff too. If you guys want to know about me and Ty, I don't know, but yeah, I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
A great time with my life, and I want to share it. Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us.